Hi, Andrew here, and people are awful. I can't remember which of the South Park creators said it. Troy, I think. But it doesn't matter. One of the creators of South Park once said, I hate conservatives, but I really fucking hate liberals. And I've been laughing about that for 20 years. I used to go fishing in South Park, Park County, Colorado. There's beautiful trout streams up there. My sister-in-law was in town visiting one time, and we took the haul. I hauled her out there so she could catch trout. Took my wife up there. I loved it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. But the South Park boys aren't the subject of this video or the topic of this video. That quote is, I hate conservatives, but I really fucking hate liberals. And sorry, I'll shut that off. The music was great. I don't want to listen to him talking. Where was I? Oh, yes, the South Park boys and liberals and conservatives. I was reading a hockey fan site recently, and in it, the oh-so-tolerant liberals were madder than a wet hen because Provorov, I think of Philadelphia, didn't wear the Letter People shirt for the warm-up. And they were just losing their fucking minds. There's nothing so intolerant as a nice, tolerant liberal. One of the reasons I really fucking hate liberals. But they were absolutely losing their shit because he didn't want to wear the Letter People shirt. And their excuse for this was, I can tolerate anything but intolerance. And the guy saying things like that, it was referring to Alberta as Howdy Arabia, and they're all racist redneck fuckers in Alberta. And then wait a minute, I thought you could tolerate people. I thought hatred was wrong, expressing a hatred for a class of people, the citizens of the province of Alberta, was wrong. Oh no, it's okay. It's different when they do it. And all conservatives are closeted homos. I know conservatives. I don't think they're all closeted homos. I mean, if they are, I guess I can't. That's why I'm not a conservative. I'm not a closeted gay man. But I'm sorry. Anyway, but no, he's just splattering hatred for anybody who doesn't agree with his political opinions and doesn't see the contradiction, because it's different when they do it. Like fascism, it's different when Blackface Hitler does it. And literally, it was perfectly all right for him to invoke martial law because the protest. Wait, back up. You were okay with Black Lives Matter. That was all right. That protest was okay. They were burning cities down. But it's okay because they had a righteous anger. Oh, and the people whose lives were being torn apart by that dictatorial blackface wearing cum stain, they didn't have a right to protest or something. They didn't have a point. It's different when we do it. Well, I mentioned in a previous video that Prime Minister Pence's face was in Windsor. And his motorcade was blockaded by street protesters, and they were shouting and waving their signs and yelling their, I assume, stupid slogans. I don't know. and they wouldn't let him through. And they tried to push through, but they wouldn't get out. The motorcade tried to push, but the protesters didn't budge, and he had to go around. And so just for fun, I read some comments in the stream. Oh man, were the liberals losing their shit because somebody dared to behave like them. It's different when we do it. And it came to me, holy fuck, do liberals not like it when they get a taste of their own medicine? I'm old enough to remember when liberals got mad that Mike Harris was elected in an absolute friggin' landslide to the premiership of Ontario. He was at the Kitchener Oktoberfest for the opening ceremonies. And the Oktoberfest queen, a pretty young thing, 18 or 19 years old, who was there for the ceremonial opening, was up on stage with him. Those loving, tolerant liberals egged them. Not him, them. They're chucking eggs at a barely adult woman, a young adult, a barely over child, for having the sheer unmitigated gall to do her duty as the Oktoberfest queen and be on stage with Mike Harris. It's different when we do it. And now conservatives have taken a page from the liberal playbook. They trashed a bar in PEI. They protested the shit out of one in Guelph. They blockaded Blackface Hitler's motorcade. They shouted him down and he couldn't even go to some of his Okanagan Valley events. And conservatives are throwing a temper tantrum the way they learned from liberals. The way that liberals threw a temper tantrum in the summer of rage because they didn't want Agent Orange to get back into the White House. So they did it. And if you'll remember, it was wrong for you to go to a funeral to bury your beloved mother. But you could go riot for burn, loot, murder. It's different when we do it. So again, to borrow that quote from the South Park guys, I hate conservatives, but I really fucking hate liberals. Thank you very much for watching. That was my time. Now it's your time. And in the meantime, take care of yourself and don't be either or. And you'll see me soon.